What's up, everybody? I'm Snigenhoff, and we're back once again playing Vijayanagar in EU4. On the last episode, we started the game, always important to do, and we conquered basically this tip of India down over here that was a bunch of little city-states, and the rest of Celion for our little vassal in Jaffna. And now we're going to look probably eastward, no, westward. I always get my east and west confused, especially when we're over here on, like, the other side of the world. Look westward a little bit, and also northward, especially if this war continues on for any amount of time longer. How many favors do I have with these guys? 4 favors here, 4 favors here. I get 1 every year. I mean, if this war is still going on in 6 years, I would gladly call both of them into a war against Brahmanis. But for now, we'll let our manpower recover. Don't think there's any good buildings I can build. There is not. I'm about to hit military tech 4. Orissa wants a royal marriage, which I will give them. And the diplomatic insult CB is expiring, but I don't intend on using that. The Tamil trade guilds. The Vijayanagara Empire, with its military base in the dry uplands of Canada, and Telugu-speaking areas of the Deccan Plateau, always had a tough time keeping the bustling trading cities of the South Tamil country in line. An embassy representing many of the most important Tamil trading guilds has just arrived in our capital, demanding that their ancient traditions and rights be respected. They're not asking for small concessions, but rather expect to hear that they can be left more or less to their own devices. Oh, that's a lot of things. We can allow them greater autonomy. A lot of provinces get plus 40 autonomy, but also 0.10 goods produced, and also 0.15 autonomy change. Or we need to keep the shopkeepers on a tight leash, lose 1 stab, and a lot of places get unrest and local goods produced down. I think I'm going to take the autonomy for now, even though it hurts, for 10 years. Speaking of autonomy and things of that nature, I should mess with my estates a little bit, which I did not do in the last episode. 71. This would put them up to 81. Need to find a way to get them 4 more percent. Yeah, the easiest way to do it is just do that. Same there, which I could have had a general for that war. That gets me military tech. I need to give them 4 more percent. If I can. How does 5.7 sound? Alright, well there's my military tech. Which probably gives me an edge over them, but probably don't have enough manpower to fight them quite yet. Only making half a ducat a month after that big old autonomy boost I gave to 1 million different provinces. Nagwar wants Condottieri. Probably can't use the manpower right now. I think I need that for other things. And a wee bit of provincial unrest in a few places, probably ones we just conquered. National Epic. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and legends about Harahana II Sangama. The legend says that in Vijayanagar's darkest hour, he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in that statement, we could use this in our propaganda. Yes, I love a good story. Yeah, you can come back from there. Lakshmi, bride of Vishnu. Maintaining marriage bonds with other countries has helped Vijayanagar diplomatically, and in a recent meeting with the ruler of such an ally, you also discussed the spiritual significance of the bonds of marriage. The ruler and many ambassadors were followers of Vishnu, and knew Shakti as Vishnu's consort, Lakshmi. You took this opportunity to speak to them about the importance of the goddess as a medium to the divine. Your words seem to sink in, and their leaders now have a better understanding of our faith, as well as the value of our royal marriage. The goddess' power, the goddess' beauty. 20 dip, and Orissa's opinion of us goes up. We have finished a core, which is always nice. Send this dude to threatening countries. Like the Ming. Bringing down corruption, which is nice. Is it still just Gujarat that I could rival? Probably, yes. Actually, you know what I probably should do? Especially seeing as how they're in that war and look like they're losing pretty bad. I should rival them. And then hopefully I will surpass them as soon as that war is over. I should also embargo Bakhmanis. Vadugan migration. Since the foundation of our empire, a steady stream of Telugu settlers have migrated south into our lands from Telangana in the north. We have so far graciously provided them with land to develop in the sparsely populated parts of our empire, and built water tanks to help their settlements grow. This way we have gained a healthy and loyal source of manpower for our armies. Lately, however, these settlers, known as Vadugans by the Tamils, have started to spread even further south into the Tamil-speaking areas. Tamil farming communities have raised their voices to allow them to stop the Telugu settlers from moving into their lands. Ignore the protests. We get unrest in a few places, but also extra manpower modifier, which we could use, and that's for 10 years. Or we gain a bunch of autonomy and more autonomy change. We're going to ignore the protests on that one. Rise of Chappell Narishama. The autonomous nature of our Tamil possessions has been the perfect environment to build a power base for a local strongman. The man in question, known as Chappell, has requested to be allowed to serve as a general and seems content to act within the eternal structure of our empire. It is, however, generally assumed that a man as ambitious as him must have his eyes set on much higher goals than a position in the army. While it is easy to deny him the honor he seeks and try to isolate him politically, we run the risk of distancing ourselves of someone in control over much of our economic heartland. On the other hand, perhaps it would be most prudent to strike at him now instead of prolonging a conflict that many will feel inevitable. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. A 3-4-4, no siege, but a 3-4-4 becomes available for duty. Try to limit his influence. We gain a bunch of local autonomy for the rest of the game. Well, the monthly autonomy change goes up for the rest of the game. Or we can lose one stab and get a bunch of separatists. Yeah. Give me that general. We now have 2 mini generals. Dude, that guy's really good too. Yeah, I mean, even though this dude has a bunch of maneuver, which is really good for trade ships, I think we definitely get rid of him. Speaking of ships, I was thinking about this in between episodes and I forgot to do it. I want to dock up those ships, and I want to send these guys to go protect trade in Celion again. And I also want to build more of them. We have this until 53, right? The truce with Malabar? Actually, I don't see any more truce. Yeah, 53. Why does it not show up here? Don't know. You guys are still in that war. We can make a state down here. This consists of that. I mean, I'll definitely do it. How is this war coming? Plus 48. And how many favors do I have with you guys? 5 for each, probably? Yup. Alright, keep on rolling. Who are you at war with? Just these two? We can get Diplotech. I'll certainly do that. Falling a little behind in admin tech because of how much conquering I just did, but it's fine. Everything's fine! Why are you so worried about? Was there anything else I was thinking about? I feel like there might have been, but now I don't remember. Actually, now I do remember. Where would it be prudent to turn on a few state edicts? This is my capital state. How much trade power do we have in here? Bring this up. So it's these. This stuff over here. There's a lot of trade power in these. Or in these two. Yeah, I feel like turning it on here. I mean, that has like 27.6 trade power. And in the capital state would be pretty good. Probably make us some money. So let's go ahead and do that. Local trade power here. And local trade power here. Only losing 0.89 ducats out of this node. Goa is also still a better node, but... Yeah, this is the Tamil traders that I turned on. Bunch of extra local goods produced all up in here. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to look at. I wanted to look at culture. Because it's talking a lot about, like, Tamil and Telugu and stuff like that. Improvements in government tech. A few local workers in the administration have discovered what they claim is a more efficient way to handle documents. Obviously, they do not know what they are talking about, but can it hurt to let them try their new ideas? Spare no expenses. Use caution. Or this is now our top priority. This is now our top priority. So yeah, these are the Tamil it's talking about over here. The Telugu are up over here, and the Kannada or the Canada are over here, and then down over here is the somebody else. Can't really see it from there. Malayan. Oh no. Malayalam culture. And then all of this is my culture group, which is important for the future. You're still in this war, huh? Well, this war is about to be over. 3 more years till I can attack Malabar, which I want to do. Then I probably want to call these two in on a war against Bahmanis before I break off those alliances. Brahmin's political struggle. The time has come for our Brahmins to appoint a new leader to assist our Maharaja in the capital. The likely candidate is an old cleric with a solid history as a prominent member of the Brahmins behind him. He has, however, also acquired many enemies during his life who now hope to see a somewhat younger candidate with a less ugly past be appointed. As Maharaja, it would be hard not to influence this election to the younger candidate who would likely be more loyal. To be seen to meddle in the affairs of the Brahmins, however, would very likely weaken the faction in the long run. Do not meddle in the affair of the Brahmins, which gives them too much influence, or support the younger candidate, which loses us some ducats, some prestige, gains them loyalty, and loses them influence, which I like. I also didn't notice that. The clergy called the Brahmins. It's pretty cool. The Renaissance. Travelers speak of a great rebirth of old ideas in faraway lands. It is hard to treat such rumors seriously, though. According to the reporters, great secrets have been uncovered by the thinkers of this Renaissance. This changes everything. Gujarat is no longer a valid rival for us, just as I expected. And now that the Renaissance has spawned, I would like to get this large city buff, which is actually a little awkward because I just turned this on, but I can now turn on development costs here. I am ahead of time on military. Only by a little bit. Are you at military tech 4? Yes, you are. I want to get up to 32. Wait. What is the province? Because that's only 16. I have another one at like 21 or 22. Where is the development map mode? It would be economic. It's down over here. 18, 21. This guy. Turn it on over here then. Wish I had paid attention to that. I'm now paying for extra lower development cost over here for no reason. Hooray. Alright, so I need to get to 30, so 9 clicks. Right? Yes. There we go. And this will be the place I develop the Renaissance into, if and when I decide to finish doing that. I did just want to wait for the Renaissance to fire and then go ahead and get that. Also, this is probably controlled by a merchant guild. And, yeah. You guys don't get to have that anymore. It's gonna make you real mad, but... you definitely don't get to have my 30 development province. Losing a slight bit of money now. Let's lower that down even farther. We'll probably dip this all the way down as well, because we're naturally bringing it down with being ahead of time in Diplotech. Did slightly neuter my ability to take admin tech, but wanted to get at least one of these going so we can get most likely improved war taxes as fast as we possibly can. Maybe higher developed colonies, because I am going to be colonizing. We'll see. We'll see what happens when. Prestige is ticking up. Manpower is ticking up. Sailors are ticking up. Corruption's ticking down. We're having a grand old time. How many man does Buckbonnies have? They only have 13k. I would still like to call these guys in. Also, we're 2 years away from going to war with Malabar. So probably we'll go to war with Malabar. And then after that, we'll go to war with Buckbonnies. And so I'll never take admin tech, basically. Who even needs admin tech? It's overrated. Revolts. Should probably deal with that. Do we have any other revolts about to happen? Not really. Just the Celianese. Hey, little bro, you can attach to me if you would like. Rebels broke Jaffa. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's dumb. I can't attack them for 5 years. Oh, no, they only have a truce with Jaffna. No, they are getting subjugated right now. Right this second. Yeah. Whatever you guys think you're doing, that's not happening. Mission. Conquer Savanur. Where's that? Here. Reclaim Raishur Doab. Also, yeah, we probably need a lot of stuff up north before we can form Bakhrat. but we will definitely be doing that at some point this campaign. Any cool things we can get down here? Just a bunch of missionary strength. Ooh, well, that's confirmed that Thessalocracy. Do I have a siege general? I don't think I do. I can probably check it up here. Nope. No, I do not. Oh, good, they had a mothballed. Okay. Try not to lose it this time, guys. While I have this dude free, let me issue an embargo. Who are you guaranteeing? Gujarat. That is fine. The Guj. Yeah, you're still disloyal. That's also slightly fine. I can rival my ally, but I want to use him against Bakrat first. By that I mean Bakmanis. I always like waffle back and forth on whether I should like try to pronounce things correctly, because like on one hand you don't want to be like culturally insensitive about stuff. On the other hand, you know like how it's really annoying when you go to a Mexican restaurant and someone orders like, hey, can I get like a chimichanga and some nachos, and can I get that with a side of guacamole? You know, it's just like, well, you didn't do anything else right, but you went out of your way to pronounce, like, guacamole right? I don't know. That's just my own brain thinking thoughts. Win in 53. Gujarat declared war on Kawiathar. Those guys. April of 53. Which means I probably need to raise maintenance again. So we are ready. And when you guys are both at 8, so like 2 more years before I try to attack Bakmanis. You're at war. Family ties. For the past couple of days, we have been entertaining a guest from the royal court of Jaffna, the once home of the queen. After a full week of hunting, feasting, and gossiping with the family, Paravai's cousin is finally preparing to return to Yapatuna. She assures us that she has had a wonderful time, and is with a deep bow of gratitude that she says she'll make certain to inform everybody back home about how the great kingdom of Vijayanagar has been to her, and continues to be her beloved cousin. This is what kin means. 10 dip, and their opinion of us goes up, which is always nice. Speaking of, just like I've given you all the land I'm going to give you, so just roundabout when can I annex you? Now. Okay. Well, let me get this war declared first. No. Actually, I don't want to get this war declared first. Okay. Start the annexation process. You come back. Go ahead. I don't have a claim. I was planning on getting a claim through a mission, and I never got that. So, let me build up a spy network, and then we'll go ahead and call it an episode right there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button down below, as well as subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Do you think I'll be able to stop the rebels from breaking Jaffna next time? Let's hope so. Stay tuned. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.